All right. So this is a new show. I'm gonna try this one out. Premier League Big Six prediction. So basically, I'm just gonna preview the games on the weekend or whenever they're being played for the next fixtures for the Premier League for the Big Six teams. I was gonna call it the top six teams, but two of them ain't in the top six right now, so that would have been a bit of a lie, and they might not finish in the top six, to be honest. So Big Six, because yeah, self-explanatory. As a note, the thumbnail, we'll get into that. All right, so let's start with the first game of the weekend. It's gonna be of the Big Six, so Manchester City versus Aston Villa, 12:30 on Saturday. Obviously, Man City have got a bit of a points gap to close. They got to catch up with Liverpool, so this is a must-win game for them. And to be honest, to win the title, all the games come like must-win games because there's so few points being dropped by the top two teams. So I've gone for 3-0, 3-1 dub for City. Reason being, I think Sterling's going to turn up. I think he's going to get a little goal, and I think their defense is kind of weak, so they're going to ship a goal as well. So I think 3-1 is a pretty accurate score for that. Moving on to Chelsea against Burnley, we got a tough away game. Tough away game for Frank Lampard and the kids. I noticed they're kind of like the new Tottenham in a way. Like everyone's second team. Everyone likes Chelsea now. I like Chelsea a little bit because Tammy looks like a bad boy. Mason Mount looked decent. Yeah, man, they're an exciting team. So I think it's going to be a real tough test for them, though, because they've played well recently, but they had a tough start to the season, and they haven't really gone away to some of these kind of real burly places and managed to overly impress, in my opinion. I think they beat Southampton convincingly, but same way Southampton are 17th, they're not really doing too well. Burnley doing not too bad, so I think that it's going to be a draw. I've gone for a 1-1 between Burnley and Chelsea. Then we have next game. We have the Ian Wright derby. So that's obviously Arsenal against Crystal Palace at home. All right, so let's talk about the Arsenal game. We'll take a little bit more time on this one. First of all, this is a fixture one of the fixtures that we lost the top four in last season. I believe it was Xhaka penalty, and they won 3-2. Zaha, man, he's going to cause us some troubles, isn't it? So, boy, whoever the defenders are for that day, we never know with Emery, but I got a feeling it won't be Tierney or Holden. They're going to have a tough time. So, it's hard to call this one still. Obviously, I'm always going to back Arsenal in it. So, I mean, for a prediction, I'll go for a 2-1. I think Zaha will score. That's what he likes to do against us. He's mad that we didn't give him the contract. He's mad that we didn't give Crystal Palace the money that they wanted. And he's mad that he's still playing there. So he's going to come, he's going to show out, and he's going to bang some goals against us and say, this is what you've missed. Now, I'd love for Pepe to also just shoot back a little bit. You know, they got the Ivorian thing going on there. So, you know, hopefully Pepe can show up a little bit as well and say, yeah, this is where they went for me, type of thing. And with those 2 free kicks last night, there's no better time for him to do that. He should be full of confidence. But yeah, I do think Zaha will score, and hopefully Pepe will have a solid game as well. In fact, I know he'll have a solid game. I hope he gets on the score sheet. It's a sticky one. You know Ozil's not going to start. I suppose you're wondering, is Tierney going to start? Now, my thing is he had cramps at the end of the last game, so I don't really think there's much chance of that happening. Emery's under a lot of pressure at the moment. Emery's job is really and truly on the line. Sorry, people. I just realized I had my heater on. I don't know if that sounded a bit mad still. Yeah, I think Emery's job is not on the line yet. I think it could have been had he lost the game last night, because that would have been 2 hours in a row, and you know it could go south. But the boys fought back, and you know 2 hours against teams that we should be beating in a row, really and truly. Another one would have put him on the line, I think. But I think he'll be all right whatever happens in this game. But he is under pressure overall. Like, the fans want to see convincing wins. I don't think we'll get that this weekend. Fans want to see a lot of attacking football. I'm not convinced we'll get that. And I don't know. I think even with my 2-1 prediction, I think he'll remain under pressure. But the most important thing at this point of the season, just getting those points in the bag, keep it moving, and yeah, hopefully get us back into that top four, which we are 2 points off of at the moment, which ain't really good enough, to be honest. Um, right. So the next game, we'll move on. Next game. Oh yeah, and a quick note as well. In the thumbnail, I realized Ozil's in there. He ain't playing. He ain't playing. Ozil's done out here. I just have him there because that's what was in the picture. I couldn't be bothered to find another one. He ain't playing. Next game. We got Liverpool against the Spurs. Tottenham, for those who don't know. This for Tottenham is really a great opportunity for them to turn their season around in a game. You know, I'm not really counting the Red starting. I think Red Star were just terrible on the night. Yeah, they can be a good team at home. They're a very hard place to go to, but when they came to Tottenham the other night, they were just poor. I think those goals that they were scoring were under no pressure. Like it's not gonna be that in the Prem, especially not against Liverpool. So I don't count that. I think they're going to need to win this one to turn around their season. Even a draw is going to give them some confidence the way they've been playing, drawing to Watford, losing to Brighton, all of these things, losing to Leicester and Newcastle. They need a big result. Having said that, they're only 3 points behind us. So, if they win and we lose, they'll be on the same points as us. And there you go. That's how your season turns around, just like that. But if they lose now and we win, the gap gets bigger. I'm predicting a 3-1 W for Liverpool. Hoping Mane gets in the score sheet. That's FPL. I'm thinking maybe Son to get involved for the Spurs. I don't know, but I don't think they're gonna have enough defensively to be able to stop Liverpool from knocking on the door and getting an answer. And I don't think that they're going to be able to have enough going forward to really keep Liverpool under consistent pressure and score the goals they need to win the game. I predict a fairly comfortable 3-1 win for Liverpool. And finally, we have the last game of the Big Six, and it's Arsenal against Palace. Sorry, it's not. I've already done that one. It's a relegation battle, really and truly. Yeah, it's a relegation battle. It's between a team that is in 19th place and a team that is 3 points ahead in 14th place. We are speaking of none other than Norwich against Manchester United. Jokes aside, Norwich will probably get relegated this season. Quick prediction for relegation. I'm thinking Watford, Norwich, and it's sticky for Brighton or Southampton. Southampton been flirting with relegation for a few seasons. Yeah, it's Southampton's time. It's going to be Southampton, Norwich, Watford, or Newcastle, actually. No, I've changed it. It's the three that are at the bottom now. It's Newcastle, Norwich, Watford. There you go. That's how you know the show's organic. But yeah, right now, Norwich, they got to try and claw their way out of there. A victory for them will take them right out of that relegation zone into right now on the table, 16th place. They could potentially end up in 14th. So yeah, it's a good look for them. It would be a great look for them to get the dub. Actually, there's no way they could end up in 14th. They would have to win by about 15 goals, which is not happening. And ultimately, I don't think they're going to win. I think Manchester United have got this one. Pains me to say it, but I'll tell you what I see happening in this game. United haven't scored more than one goal in a game since the first game of the season. Just let that sink in. Just let it sink in for a second. I think they're going to break that curse on the weekend, though. I think it's going to be 2-1 to United. I think probably United will score, then Norwich will score, and then last minute, Martial will get a late goal. I think United will score first from a penalty, and Martial will get a late goal because Martial loves saving people's jobs. He was saving Mourinho's job last season a whole lot. I think he's going to try and save Ollie's job as well. And I think you're going to see a few late Martial goals over the next few games. Don't ask me why, it's what I feel, and we'll see. But yeah, 2-1 to United, which will take them up into well, as the table stands, up into 7th place, which is shocking. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. We'll see how that pans out. If they get up into 7th place, that would obviously require about 5 teams to not win, which is quite unlikely, or to not even get a point. Sorry. But end of the day, it just goes to show how congested this table is. You know, it looks a bit mad. United, we all have a laugh at them. We say, yeah, they're near relegation, but really and truly, they're 3 points off 7th and 3 points off of 19th. So the table's just looking mad. There's 6 points in it. And so for them, it's an important 3 points. We'll see what happens. If Oli doesn't win, boy, serious pressure. Serious. I mean, he's already under serious pressure, but the pressure get more serious again because we're talking about now getting sacked before Christmas. I always said he would make it to the end of the season, even if they finish 8th or 9th. Because they've just changed manager a lot recently and they need to have some element of stability. But we'll see how that pans out. I mean, if he keeps going with this form, that's not going to happen. So yeah, we're going to end it there. That's the Big Six prediction show. Let's see what happens. Don't put any money on it. At least wait to see if I get a few predictions right for a couple of weeks. Then you can start putting money on it. I don't want to lose no money. Right. Just fucked up my thing right there. Right, okay. It's been French Guna. And I'm out, people. Bless.